listening to Joel surviving the survivor on STS,
Officer John O'Keefe.
the end of Karen Reed trial, day 23.
In your lives, meaning mine, you have been leaning into the conspiracy. Why, Joel? Why?
She didn't say the why, Joel, why part, but she did say why.
What I'm saying is I believe that two things are possible, and I don't know either of them, if I'm being honest. Unless, I keep saying this, Peter, and I would like to get your response. Unless you're in the home that night, you really don't know what happened. Is it possible Karen Reed hit this person? It's very possible. Is it possible that this police officer, the state trooper, just derailed the entire trial because of his utter misogynistic and disgusting behavior? That is also possible. And now it is possible that the jury, a la Mark Furman from OJ, could be, basically thrown off the tracks, and the defense is doing, in that regard, a masterful job, because look, we're all talking about it. But Peter, is Verdict Watch being harsh on me because she says I'm now leaning into the conspiracy, or do you feel the same way now that everything has been so muddy that it's tough to make sense of what's really gone on here? Let me just...
So what do I think about today and yesterday? So I'm not going to make a long video. I'll just share this TikTok and for my update today, which is I do think that Trooper Proctor's testimony very well may have been the nail in the coffin of the prosecution's case. So before I continue, let me also say that after Trooper Proctor finished, Detective Lieutenant Brian Tully started his testimony. He apparently is the one in charge of the evidence and all that stuff. But, holy cannoli, I do believe that Trooper Proctor's testimony, his text messages, may actually be enough. Like, I would be shocked if there's not at least one person on that jury who cannot overcome what he said, to believe him, to put the credibility into his testimony and the evidence he put forth because of what he said about Karen Reed. So I really don't feel like repeating the awful things that he said. He talked about her body. He talked about her accent. He said it was a weird Fall River accent. He made fun of the fact that she has medical issues. I mean, he made fun of the medical issues that were very humiliating. And then, even worse, he texted his sister, "I hope she KILs herself." And his sister, Courtney Proctor, responded, "Let's hope so." So, did Karen Reed actually hit John O'Keefe with her SUV and leave him out in the snow blizzard to die? It's very likely, but the fact of how horrific one of the lead investigators behaved, how utterly unprofessional and reprehensible, will all 12 independent jurors be able to overcome that and say, well, you know what? He hated her. He called her a whack job. He called her a nut job, a nut case. He talked bad about her bodily functions, which is her medical issues. And again, like I said yesterday, in yesterday's video, I have two videos that I put out. One, they're both about day 22, I believe. One I put out June 10th. It's called Group Chat Mess, Bias Text, Framed Evidence. Is it over? Karen Reed, Day 22, Trooper Proctor. And then yesterday I posted Reasonable Doubt, Karen Reed Trial, Justice for John O'Keefe. I admired your opinion because you agreed with me, which was responding to a comment, although I spun off and it wasn't necessarily talking to that specific guy, and me and that guy, we chatted in comments, and so he clarified what he meant, and so the comment really, it's not for him specifically, but just the idea that, like, kind of like what the person was just saying to Joel, like, well, why are you falling for the conspiracy now? But it's like, am I falling for the conspiracy, or am I really looking at things like thoroughly and fully? Is it acceptable for a police investigator, detective, trooper to disparage the person that they are investigating? Is it okay that the person who has the power to put forth evidence that could put another person away for life without the possibility of parole, that they can say such hateful and unprofessional and disgusting things? It's not okay. And could that itself destroy the case? I do believe yes, it can. Then there was another comment that I really wanted to discuss further, because Stephen and Bluebell, two people who have commented and, you know, created a lot of interesting exchange on my comment section in my YouTube channel, Cat Love Dreaming Peach. Both of them said, well, regardless of what Trooper Proctor said, regardless of his terrible, shitty text chain to his high school buddies, she, Karen Reed, said, I did it, I did it, I did it. And what I really wanted to ask is, did Karen Reed say, I did it, I did it, I did it? Or did Jen McCabe say Karen Reed said that? Because then Carrie Roberts said, I didn't hear her say that. And then the EMT guy, he said something else, like, I don't know if he said, she said I hit him, or I could have hit him, or did I hit him? So the point I'm making is just to say, unless I see the video where she said on a body cam or in a police interview, which apparently they don't seem to record those or have body cams, if she said, I hit him, then that would be different. But so far, all I've gotten is other people saying variations on the theme of, did I hit him? Could I hit him? Could I have hit him? And I did say it's pretty freaking weird for her to be saying those things, and that is in itself suspicious to me. However, like I was saying in yesterday's video, Reasonable Doubt, the difference between vehicular manslaughter and second-degree murder is on the minimum 30 days to life in prison. And now with vehicular manslaughter, if you were under the influence of alcohol, then it's like a minimum of, I think it's 5 years. But again, are they going to be able to prove that there wasn't tampering, that there wasn't bias, that there wasn't inappropriate things happening, that there wasn't a shoddy, shitty ass investigation? I mean, how are they going to prove it? They've already proved all of those things are the case. So who actually said, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him? Did Karen Reed actually say that? And again, why are there not body cams? Like, 2022, you don't have body cams? That's outrageous to me. You're not recording interviews? That's outrageous to me. So maybe they're just stuck in some old-fashioned ways of doing things, and hopefully they have modernized. But the fact that they don't have the body cams, they don't, like, there's so much missing that we may never know. So she very well may walk away from this acquitted as not guilty, because if the evidence is shoddy and there is genuine reasonable doubt, then reasonable doubt means that she must be acquitted. And again, I might believe that the most likely possibility scenario is that she did actually hit him with her vehicle. But if there's all these other questions, like, did she really, like, did she know? I don't know. I'm just so confused. And being so confused is not the way you should feel. And if you're so confused, then you need to vote not guilty. So there's more evidence to come. This is what I think about at the end of day 23. Karen Reed